Hello gamers, Matt Lemke here with True Gamer Goggles, gamer-goggles.com. Today we're going to do some basing of some Dark Age minis, the Forsaken Warband. We're going to base these using Army Painter's Winter Tuft, Black Battleground, Battlefield Rocks, and some other random things I've found. Bits of pine cone. We'll zoom in on that a little bit for you. We'll go ahead and start with one of these guys. Now, I'm just going to use a mix of water and glue. What you do is all you do is you take your brush, dab some glue on the base. Try not to get it on the mini, because then it'll stick on the mini. Well, I suppose you could paint it and make it look like mud. And I need a paper towel. Or a rag. Clean off the edge of the base, just like so. You don't want to get any yuckies on the edge of the base. I'm going to start with the Battlefield Black. Work my way up to lighter colors. Just tap it around a little bit. Now there is an easier way to do this. You can just, well, I'll show you that on the next mini. Okay, that's just your basic black. I don't like that, there's not enough color. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of these little pine cone pieces, break it up just a little bit, take a little bit of my glue, put it right there, and I'm going to stick a pine cone there, just to give it a little bit more flavor. And then on the back, I'm going to grab a piece of tuft with a pair of tweezers. I don't like this video already. Clearly, that is way too dark. One mini down. Now we're going to play around with Warwind a little bit. Make her a little bit different, a little bit more unique. Again, put the basing material on. Take a rag, clean up the mess you made. Now, tweezers obviously don't work. Notice I'm cleaning, or I'm doing this over top of something I can clean up when I'm done. That's how I can save this material. Even with cleaning it up, sometimes you don't get enough off. Now I'm going to take a couple pieces of the light Battlefield rocks. I'm going to put a couple of those on here so that there's a little more color for Warwind. Just a couple drops of the glue and water mix should be enough to do this. Take a couple of these. Strategically place them. Oops. Do a couple more right off the bat. Move them around a little bit. Make sure they get glued. Now you can come back and you can paint these if you want. You know, I think I'm going to add a little piece of tuff to her too. Just a little piece. I'm going to take a piece. This is a pretty big piece. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to pull a little piece off. Ah, it's stuck to me. Then I'm going to take this tuft. That's too much tuft yet. I want to take more than that off. Put that aside. Just a little piece right there. And you definitely need tweezers to do what I'm doing. Get a little bit of glue in there. I'm going to push her right down. Put it down in there. Make sure it's set down into the glue. Voila, a based mini. Set her off to the side, let her dry. This guy's got a lot of open ground space, so we're going to just go ahead and we're going to paint his whole base up pretty much. We're going to do him just in the battlefield, and we're going to cheat. Because it's time to cheat. Go ahead and dry his little bitty base off a little bit with a rag, a towel. Get that extra glue off there. Because we're going to dip this guy. It's just a trick. It's if you're quick, you want to be fast, you just kind of go like this. Yep, with the rocks it's a little bit messy. Shake it off. He's on a rocky base. Take some of this black, drizzle it down in there. The smaller stuff will fall into the little holes. Take some of these off the side of his base. You can cut these off with a knife when you're done, easy enough too. And you have a guy on rocky ground. It's getting hard to put my minis down. Too much glue. And we're going to do this guy up. We're just going to break some break some of these pine cone bits up and we're going to sprinkle them on his base. Again, try not to touch the model too much when you do this, because that'll make all the difference in the world as to what sticks to the model. Take some of these. Put them in there. Not too many. Just like that. I'm going to grab a lighter color this time around, or wait. Yeah, I'm going to grab a lighter color this time around. Basically, this is the battlefield rock, or just some sand that I had from my kids outside. Now, when the sand dries, or when the glue dries, you can come back, you can do a lot of things with this. You could put ink over the sand to darken it, or you can put ink over it and you make it look like there's spilled blood. Looks like he's got a couple big rocks there, or some logs underneath his feet, or it might be her feet. I'm not really sure. Two more models to go. We're gonna get a little bit fancier on this one, I think. We're gonna use basically the same pieces, or the same materials again. We're gonna put the glue there, just like that. We're gonna put down a black base with the black battlefield rock. I'm just gonna sprinkle it on. Sprinkle it on the backside, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to use a little bit of super glue right up front because I'm doing something unique. If I can open it, I'm going to put a little bit of zap right there. Now, normally I highly suggest that if you are going to use super glue on the base, you wait till it dries, because water and super glue do not like each other. What I'm doing is really a big cheat. I just want to put one of these leaves on here. That really looks dumb. It really needs to be on a bigger model. Yeah, we'll do it like that. That looks like something. Huge, whatever it is. Piece of plant life. And then I'll use this little piece of tuft again that I had left over from that other model. And I'll put it right there. Just like that. Push it down. Now you might see that whiteness back there, that white glue. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. It's going to dry clear. A lot of times when this is all said and done, what I'll do is I'll varnish them to make sure that the pieces stay better. You know, that's an awfully dark model. I'm going to grab, I've got cork all over my house, so I'm going to grab a piece real quick. I'm surprised I don't have a piece lying on this table to be honest. Well, actually I do. I'm going to grab a piece of cork. This is pretty big cork. And I'm just going to grab a piece, break it down to the size that I want, which is going to be pretty small. Make it look like there's another rock there. Now I'm going to dip it in the glue mix with the tweezers. And I'm going to put a rock right up front for a little more color on his base. There. I'll put photos up of all these when they're done too. That leaves us with one more model. Why do I have shadow there? Oh. Not sure what to do with this guy. Everything's dark. Maybe I'll do light with him. Put some green on him. Yellow and blue make green. Yeah, I think I'll do that. We've got Army Painter Swamp Tuft. I've got some Poison Ivy, and I've got some Meadow Flowers. I think we're going to use those in another video though. Put a little bit of glue up front first. Put a little bit of glue in the back. It's got glue pretty much all the way around them now. Take some of my lighter sand. Base that all the way around them. I like the lighter color. Notice I did not take the time to wipe this guy's base because I goofed. That's okay. I'll just scrape that off with the knife when it's dry. And I want a little bit of contrast on this model. So I'm going to take a little bit of my glue, drip it on here, just a little. Take a little bit of black, put it on top of that. We'll do the same thing around the back. Make it look like there's a little vein there running through. Oops. Not that way, I won't. I can still do it. I can still make it work. Just like that. Now it looks like he's, I don't know, someplace a little bit more unique than just broken wooded ground or broken whatever you want to call it. Where's that green tuft? Maybe put a little, you know, his base is pretty, yeah, his base is already pretty full. Put one rock right there, and don't cut your finger like I just about did. Dip it in the glue here. Now, some people will tell you a model's not tabletop quality until it's based. The way I understand it, tabletop quality is about the paint job of the model, not the basing of the model. That's something people gotten picky about. It doesn't matter to me whether your base is based or not. It does, however, irregardless of how good or how bad your paint job is, make the model look better. Now, I'm going to start an image gallery with these. It'll be our figures that have been donated or contributed to from the creators of the game, so that you guys can get a real good look at, well, one, that we actually do paint the figures, two, that we actually go ahead and we base them like you just saw. And we'll do that. I'll do another video here real soon with the Scarred Warband. I'm going to try and find some other stuff to use for them. I've got some charcoal around here that works really good. Maybe get some branches out of the backyard. Again, this is Matt Lemke with Through Gamer Goggles, and we based the Forsaken Warband today. Warwind's about dry. And little dude with big rocky shieldy thing. I kind of like it. I should paint something on it like a smiley face. Again, Matt Lemke with Through Gamer Goggles, basing the Dark Age Forsaken Warband. Questions, comments, please leave them at the bottom of the post. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you would like us to do more of. We got a new camera, as you may or may not be able to tell. I'm pretty sure you can tell the difference in quality. These minis are a little dark, and the camera's on an odd angle. I need a new tripod now. But I think you can see the difference in our quality thanks to a couple of nice donations we had. We were capable of buying a new camera, and we thank you for that. Please come back soon and see some more videos on basing. A new figure forge will be done this week. Again, this is Matt Lemke with Through Gamer Goggles.